Today we have two groups showing videos of their performances. Both have close ties to Western Sydney Uni music. The first band, Vinyl 45, is, if I'm not incorrect, 100% WSU music student made up of, if that's in any way grammatical. They're called Vinyl 45. I believe the video was shot at a recent gig at the Factory Theatre in Newtown. Is it Newtown? No, it's Lower Newtown. St. Peter's, Stanmore.
Marrickville,
there we go. That was pretty close. And good for them to get on a big stage and belt it out. Awesome rock band. So after them, we'll have Matthew Bryant's band, Gravity Stone. First of all, we'll get on to Vinyl 45.
see those hands? Here we go. You see those hands? Come on, give me the better than that. All right, you get somewhere. Keep it going.
So yeah, that was the three originals. We obviously played a lot more other covers at that gig, but yeah, that was our three originals we played that afternoon.
Wonderful. I didn't ask that question yet. That was wonderful. I really love it. I love the three songs that are kind of that funky rock. It reminds me of many kind of many bands that have kind of that I've liked in the past as well. Even Jamiroquai, you know. I mean, that kind of funky, the groove and the energy as well. I love it. Well, can you guys like firstly, I think I'd like to kind of for you guys to introduce yourselves, and then we'll kind of talk about your plans and how you guys got together as a band. But let me start with you, Jake. Tell me about yourself. What do you play in the band? What's your role?
So I'm Jake, and my role is really DJing / sampling. So I do a lot of like the background sound effects.
Or maybe let's move on to some, and then we'll come
sorry.
back. Yeah. The Aaron, the singer Aaron, the other Aaron. There's two Aarons in this band.
Yeah, that's me. What do you want to know?
No, just tell me about yourself. I mean, you're the singer and you're also the songwriter, right?
One of technically the main songwriters from the songs you heard today were probably the bass god Jaden Williams.
The bass god, the god of bass god.
He's the guy that's I think he wrote both. He wrote the second song and the third song.
Mm-hmm.
And the third song was actually the first song like we wrote together, the first original.
Yeah.
And the first song was what Alex wrote that. The first one's Information, second one's called Top Down.
Yeah.
And the third one's Dance the Night Away. Yeah. Also the third one was like really fast. So I was like out of breath and everything. It sounded better live, like with with the
so it wasn't like you guys wrote it, because I mean I remember that I'm going to have to take credit for you guys being together, because I put you guys together in one of the performance one, I think I remember.
It was like a coincidence.
Yeah. Because I mean I kind of saw a similarity in I mean I guess there are some kind of discrepancy. I mean, not discrepancy, but differences in some of the styles, and I think that's what makes the band so appealing, so interesting. That's what I've been pushing you guys so hard to.
Waldo, it's Deb.
Hey. Hello. Yeah.
You're looking for royalties. You put them together.
Sorry. Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, well, it was in performance one, music performance one, and then I kind of I mean the rest is all. I mean I can't take any credit. I mean, that's the only credit I can take. The rest, but I like to take credit sometimes.
20%.
100%. That's it. Yeah.
That's good. You always put people together that mesh, though.
Thank you. I mean that's the kind of thing. I mean
you're good at that.
Yeah, I've been teaching them. I mean, like in music business. I mean, some of the one of the things that it's important is that you guys maintain that energy. You keep working together, and also work with the people that I mean, in terms of video. I mean, also kind of collaborate with other people, because I mean, you see a lot of the big projects. I mean, because of what I'm doing at the moment, the projects that I'm doing, it's just people that I've known in the past and I've been respectful to and I've been kind of friends with, and it's all coming back in a way, coming back to haunt me, but in a positive way. Lachlan, talk to me about the band. Talk about the sound. Talk about the plans and that kind of thing.
Well, so I'm Lachlan. I play drums and I attempt backing vocals.
You do a really good job. I love the falsetto.
Thank you.
Yeah, things that you do.
No, I think I guess I mean during lockdown, obviously we couldn't do much, but we've been obviously still writing lots in lockdown. But our sort of plans that we're going at the moment is we've got a covers album in the making, and it's just a bunch of covers that we all love to play. Some you've probably already heard us play before, and we're just going to record that from home as best as we can and mix it ourselves and then get it out.
Great. And what are the plans? I mean, in terms of we talked about before, and I think we even talked to Mitchell about you guys recording. Have you written much more material?
Well, I think so. Right as we finished last semester, we had, I think, 2 songs that we were writing that we hadn't shown yet because we haven't finished them. But there are a couple songs that we throw around ideas all the time and just send stuff back and forth of like little riffs that we've come up with, and that's pretty much how we like piece together most of our songs. We just kind of pull riffs out of each other and just put it into one big thing.
Right. Okay. The other thing is that I mean, because it's a blend of things. It's a mix of things, and because I remember you when I first met you, you were like, you kind of were into heavy metal and some evil stuff there.
Well, yeah, like a lot of my influences stem from like heavy metal, rock and roll. But no, these guys have definitely let me widen my horizons in terms of styles and the way I play and stuff like that.
Yeah, great. Alex, you just made a comment there. Can you just talk to us about that? That's interesting. You know, your influences, Alex Ancora. Where is he? Is he not? Alex, you there?
Oh, hello. So mic wasn't working.
Yeah.
Debbie asked us about what bands we like to cover, what songs we like to cover.
Great question.
Yeah, in the past we've covered Toto, which if I'm in a band, we're covering Toto. That's the best band that's ever been.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's how you guys became famous.
Stevie Wonder, we do a lot of. That has a lot of instrumentation in it, and we can get away with more intricate parts. Well, we did a Daft Punk cover because when we have Jake in the band, we can do all the more electronic elements of songs and sampling and synth type stuff. So it's a range, definitely. It's a range. We also did Even the Killers and stuff, which that song didn't have any guitars in it, so we had to write guitar parts for it. So it's, I think, having so many people in the band and having such a wide range of people in different styles, it lets us cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, it's interesting because I mean, like I think that kind of mixing all those elements makes it appealing, and that's the thing with what's happening at the moment. I know in a conversation with an engineer, and quite a well-known engineer. I think you probably saw on Facebook some of my bragging sessions. And he was saying that he said, because he lives in LA, like he works in LA, and he said that that he kind of really digs the Australian sound because it's not as clinical as the LA sound. And what I'm striving for example, with my production is an LA sound, right? Because of the fusion element, of the confusion. But saying that is that, by mixing all these elements, I think you will actually find a really nice kind of and also maybe you're Latino as well. Make sure you put a little cowbell in there. I mean, get someone's in because I mean there are some great Argentinian rock. It's just incredible. You know what I mean? Like Soda Stereo and some of those.
David Lebon.
Just play them to the guys as well. Because I mean there are some and. I mean, this guy that my friend is actually worked with those guys, and so listen to them. The bass player, where is the bass player?
I'm here.
The god of bass. What do they call you? Gob, the god of bass.
Yeah, god of bass. Yeah, I'm Jaden, I'm the bass player, and also, as Aaron said, I'm one of the main songwriters. We've got more songs in the making at the moment. I think as Alex said, we've got 2 in the bank, which we'll probably end up recording like an EP or an album sometime soon, which is good.
Right. So what is in terms of the groove? I mean, what is how much power do you have over?
I mean, me and Lockie have got like the main, like the meat and potatoes of the band, so we've got to keep everything locked in.
Yeah, because I mean, Lockie's developed into a really kind of powerful, force of nature in terms of, it's it's funk.
Yeah, I was surprised how well he like transitioned into funk and stuff from metal. I was like, yeah.
Great. I mean, there are some. I mean, metal players are usually very technical, and you find that some of the kind of the great even Werkle and people like that, the kind of the grounding first have been on heavy metal, and then the transition is not too difficult for them. The other thing is the levels. How do you manage that? The dynamics and that kind of thing. Because we talked about the dynamics, I think, at the beginning of the band when you guys were putting it together. How do you work with those things? That's the question. Sorry.
In regards to that, like I know for me, it was really I've always struggled with dynamics and stuff because being a rock and roll heavy metal drummer, it's just always play hard. Like there's no such thing as like dynamics when you play heavy metal. But I guess being in the environment with these boys and having to completely like change my train of thought with writing drums, it's been like so well, and working with Jaden too, because he's got a lot of the influences that I've got as well, plus a lot of the jazz and the fusion and the funk stuff. So it's really good to be able to like just feed off of the other guys and work my way around that sort of thing.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's right. And who else we haven't spoken to? Curly, you're a newcomer, right? You're kind of relatively newcomer to the band.
So I'm kind of like the newest member of the band. I joined, would have been around the start of March, something like that. Actually, no, because we had the gig in April, didn't we, guys?
No. So you joined the day before.
I've had my sense of time's gone. But yeah, so I joined probably about a month before we did our first gig at the factory. So it kind of was just like a bit of a weird, surreal moment for me. I didn't approach the guys really in that way. They just sort of came to me. So it was kind of this surreal moment to all of a sudden one moment I was just at uni, and the next minute, oh wait, I'm in a band. So that was really cool. And so so my name's Curly, if I didn't say that already. I'm the keys player. So my role, I kind of focus on a lot of obviously the actual piano or organ sounds and stuff, but I also handle a lot of the, if we have brass or synth brass sounds and pads and stuff, I do a lot of. And what I like about our band Vinyl 45 is I like how, especially I've got Jake as well, and I like how Jake and I can feed off each other because we both handle those sort of, I guess, those layers on top of the, I guess, as Jaden put it, the meat and potatoes of the songs. So we sort of try to work together to add a nice, I guess, blanket of sound on top of that, which is helpful for me because like we can feed off each other, Jake and I, and obviously depending on the type of sound we want, it suits me better, it suits Jake better. So overall, it's really nice just being in a band with so many different people, especially because everyone has like their own unique style or sense of style, and everyone brings their own sort of influences to the band. So like in some parts of our music, especially with some of the new originals we've been writing, also some reggae influences, which has been cool. Like Aaron, he's brought that to those. So it's nice to be able to have, like 7 different people with different influences, different styles to all come together and be able to write together. It's really nice.
Wonderful. Is there a natural leader in the band, or is it like more of a democratic? If you can.
So I don't know if I could speak for all the boys, but I personally feel on the most part it is democratic. But I do feel that Aaron, our singer, kind of takes it's a bad choice of word, but it's almost like a father figure. I mean, he's like 45 years older than us. So he kind of helps, I guess, give us a little bit of direction. It's not like an official role or anything, but he definitely has that sort of, unofficial sort of natural
he's
role in the band. Keep us all on track.
He's a tyrant. What about Aaron O? Sorry, I just move on because we have to finish soon. Then we're going to move on to the other band. But Aaron O, just tell us about your role in the band and what your experience is. How your experiences have been playing with with these guys.
Yeah, so I'm the other Aaron of the band. I also play guitar. In my experience, honestly, I'm just I'm there for the vibe, honestly. But Yeah, no, it's a really good experience being in such a dynamic band as well. As Curly said, as everyone's pretty much just said, we all have very different styles and different influences that we have, and like it's something that shouldn't work on paper, right? Like you have these many different styles. It's like, this shouldn't work. So we end up as a band just making it work, And I think it comes down to the fact, we're mates as well. And in terms of that, we have like good chemistry, especially when it comes to the musical aspects, and like even outside of the music stuff, we just blend pretty well. So yeah, it's pretty much a free for all. Sometimes, yeah, it's just life. It's just always fun. It's just a vibe. I'm just there. It's definitely a multicultural neo-funk rock band.
That's what I love. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a range of dynamics and just a vibe, really. Yeah, just fun.
You're copying it. You I think the boss is sending you all the things. He's writing everything. Just should say the Aaron, the boss. The other Aaron is just writing everything. You should say this. You should say okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much a script,
Okay. Awesome. Okay, look, one last thing. How serious are you guys about this project? I mean, I guess that's a silly question, but it's important to have a plan as well. So how serious are you? You think this is something that you will pursue in the future, or is it something that you kind of doing at the moment because it feels like it's fun?
I won't speak for the rest of the boys, but this is probably like the thing that's kept me going in the last 2 years, because through COVID, it's just been, it's so crap, just sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. And then being able to find like a group of boys who all love to play music and we mesh so well. And it's just like, obviously there's times where it's all fun and games and we're just messing around. And that's pretty much like, that's a lot of the time, because like when we rehearse, we joke around and all that stuff. But when it comes to, I guess, the business side and writing things and organizing gigs and stuff like that, we take it very seriously. Like, we expect this we want this to be as big as it can be.
Right. So you're taking the professional, the kind of professional path. That's great. Look, there's also all sorts of ways of kind of making it. And you saw last week with Aunt Celestino from One Love, how successful he's been. He's been offered, $1.7 million and even more money to sell that song, and he won't sell it. And that song is it's become an anthem now. So, and he's done it all through his own kind of initiative, and he refuses to go the record company way. But on the other hand, it's good. If you can get with a record company that will support you, by all means do so. We have to move on to thank you so much, guys. I really enjoyed that, and I look forward to hearing the new material. And when you guys start playing again, do invite me. I've got lots of kids here, but they're growing, so I'll be able to go out soon. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's good to be on.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
That's cool. Gravity Stone, everybody. Matt, you're going to share your screen. And when was this video from? Just to say that again.
Yeah, so this video is from about a year ago. It's a live stream we did coming out of the last lockdown. So there was like a limited audience, but we were able to live stream the event.
Beautiful.
And yeah, Harry and Robbie's here. Curtis couldn't make it today.
Great. Welcome,
Dan's here as well, but he doesn't have his camera on yet. So yeah, I'll share the video.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Thank you. In a world full of sorcery, where I can see so many things, don't really know the answer. I see a fire on the ground. Time will come for those that find a way. Time will come for those who make kind of bad. Time will come for those that find a way. Yeah. The last song is called Lucid Dream. Sing along if you know it.
That was amazing, incredible. Matthew, can you just introduce? We don't have much time now, but can you just talk about the band in general? I just need to open the door because my kids are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to mention at the start that I kind of cut some of the just like little bits of each song. Is Dan here? But we've got. Oh, here he is. All right. So yeah, Dan, as you probably saw, is the lead vocalist, guitarist. Did you want to introduce yourselves?
Robbie can go first.
So how did you guys meet? Let me just kind of just go straight to a question then. That's it's incredible production as well. I mean, you guys have thought about the production as well. You have some of the value of the production as well, right? Is that one of the things that you consider important in your process?
Yeah, well, at the time it was just coming out of lockdown, so I think it was the second live stream we did. So it was kind of new to us, but it was, great to be able to play to everybody at home.
Right.
Nebula Fuzz were there as well at that gig because they played as well. I think William's here from Nebula Fuzz. Yeah, I think they also played in Vinyl 45's gigs as well.
Right. And so sorry, who writes the songs? I didn't get. Who writes the songs? Is it like a group kind of thing, or
it's mainly Robbie, and the earlier stuff is me, I guess.
Right.
And so Robbie's like a big part now.
Right.
With writing, and Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of write a lot together and all at our own bits.
Yeah, because it's quite well arranged. I mean, there's a lot of arrangement going on in this in your music, right? So how do you do those things? Is it someone that just comes in with the scores and the charts?
Everyone has different influences in the band. You know, Robbie and I are heavily into prog rock, and I don't know about the others. Harry likes his are you here, Harry?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, there you go.
You're the drummer, yeah? Harry's the other drummer.
Wait, what was that?
You play drums. You play drums?
Yes, I'm the drummer, yeah.
Yeah.
My like early on, my influences were like Red Hot Chili Peppers and Foo Fighters and stuff like that. So like it was pretty mainstream sort of rock and funk music, you know.
Right.
So like I didn't really grow up on metal or anything like that, but like when I got introduced to prog metal by like Robbie and Dan and stuff, like I really liked it, like because it was so. I just thought it was really cool.
Right.
And then, like, yeah.
You look very young. I mean, probably you're going through the process of kind of adjusting to the music, or is it something that you feel like you need still?
I feel like, what do you call it? I guess like I feel like I'm sort of well adjusted to it, but
Right.
you know, there's always room for improvement. I could always adjust more, you know.
Well, because you guys are incredibly tight. I mean, you and the bass player. I mean, the bass player is a beast.
Yeah. He's new to the band actually. He's brand new. He's still adjusting, but he's a perfect fit.
Great. No, it sounds great. It's really. I mean, I love the arrangements. I love the energy as well, and the clarity of the arrangements as well. The clarity of the kind of there's a certain direction there that it's really appealing as well. You know, you guys look great together as a unit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we planning? I'm already going. What are we planning, guys? When are we going to studio? No. What are the plans now for the future? What are you guys?
Well, we had a couple of tours lined up, but again, COVID.
Right.
Yeah. So we're just waiting till the right time, really, because we're trying to get back into normal again, hopefully.
Right.
But yeah, we're waiting.
And
yeah, before COVID, we had so much lined up, but unfortunately, with the situation. But yeah, we're waiting.
We've got a song on the way too, which is halfway through recorded, but that was interrupted as well with COVID.
Yeah.
Is that a single? Is that like a single? So you're putting out a single? Is that the plan? The first thing you work on a single? I mean, you were there, Matthew, last week in the some of the conversations we had around distribution around kind of working songs, and I was saying to the guys before, I mean, it's important. Yeah, eventually, once I think it's all to do with the song. It's important to have the right song.
Yeah. So we've got an EP out and one single as well. But yeah, another one on the way, and just trying to get it out there. Music out there.
No, it sounds really good. It's a good project. And so how many songs do you have? 20 million.
We are trying to get back together again, because just the COVID's now like eased now. So yeah, we're trying to get back together again, write more songs. Looking forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's like some of the comments. I mean, people agree that you guys sound like you've been playing, for such a long time. So
yeah, we've been around for I don't know, like 2016, I guess.
Right, because I met Matthew a few years ago in Parramatta in that consultation thing that we did. Yeah, okay, great guys. Look, we're gonna have to go. Claire, do you have anything to add? Is Claire here? Or
Yeah, no, well, just what everyone else has been saying. What a fantastic Art of Sound we've had today with both bands, and I mean the music's been amazing, and it's really great that we've got a way of at least seeing videos if we can't see live music. I mean, personally, I'm just so impressed, and I love the whole thing. The conversations were fascinating. It's really good to hear sort of how bands work from the inside. And it's not something that you get to hear very often. So we should probably do this more often.
yeah, no, exactly. I mean, invite our students as well that have other bands outside. I mean, obviously, we kind of prioritize our bands, but in the case of Matthew, I've been following his development in the band on Facebook and social media, and I thought that he kind of he needs the extra recognition. I mean, his band, not just him. But he says it's his band anyway. No, I didn't say that. Okay, start a fight with the guys now. Yeah, no, it's a wonderful band, Matthew, and Vinyl 45 as well. It's we're very proud of the work that you guys are doing, and hopefully in the future when you guys have something recording, you can come back and we can talk about your new see if we can promote you guys as well.
Yep, let's hope we can hear some live.
Anything else you want to add, Matthew? Sorry, Claire. Anything else you want to add?
Just thanks so much for having us. Yeah, this was really great. Thank you.
Yeah, and it was nice to meet you, Harry and Dan. Thanks for
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll hopefully we'll see you soon again.
Thanks for coming along.